Leo tribe, welcome to your January 2020 forecast. My name is Misty. I'm a business intuitive reader, among other things. But we're going to look at the general energies and some of the astrology that's going on for our Leo 2020, and I will be your reader for January 2020. So let's start with, where this Saturn Pluto Conjunct is going on, because I think that's a huge thing that everybody's talking about. And then for you, it's taking place in your 6th house. There's the 6-12th house axis. It's really been taking place all year, and we're coming to kind of the end of this 6-12th house axis that's been taking place. So your 6th house is really about creativity. It's really about your play, your pleasure, what brings you pleasure, what brings you joy. All right. And it's in Capricorn, so Saturn Pluto Conjunct in Capricorn. And we're going to be looking at some of the energies for it. I have 4 decks here. The Shamanic Healing Oracle deck was a really, really good one that we're going to start off with. I'm going to shuffle them all. So Leo, January 2020. Leo, January 2020. Help us find some supportive energies. We'll take that one. And what they need to see for the Saturn Pluto Conjunct at this major life cycle that is taking place. Let me get one more for you guys. One more. There it is. Okay. And then we're going to look at whatever projects and things that you have going on. So there's really this pull between your inner psychic development and your inner world. This lunar eclipse that takes place is going to be in your 12th house. That happens on the 10th. The Saturn-Pluto conjunction, and where the whole party, South Node, Sun, Mercury, all that fun stuff, that's all up in your 6th house. So here you are with this pull to do some inner psychic development and really honor their energy. Honor your energy where you need time to go inside. Honor your space and your time, and really to seek out the truth. These are really beautiful. So the psychic development card, this is huge. And then I see the water here. So 12th house is the house of Pisces. Here you have Leo, which is the 6th house. And here you are in the middle, swimming. It's hilarious. Even though for you, this is not Pisces. This is actually a Capricorn Cancer cross back and forth. And so you're really wading the waters through this and figuring out how the balance of this play energy, this pull to come outside, and also the desire to dive down deep and kind of get the hidden gems that are deep inside of you. You're really coming to a close of really learning how to honor your energy. There's a lot of growth here. So here you are between the two again. And here you are honoring your energy. This one's called Honor Your Energy, of where you're actually at in between what I want to say feels like resistance or pull between the two. So we're not going to go into the next 2 cards yet. We're actually going to go ahead and pull from our Sovereign Oracle deck, these itty bitty baby cards. I love these itty bitty baby cards. And really kind of look at the stuff that is going on for you. So Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, maybe even some Venuses. That one. That one. And that one. I want 2 more. That one. One more. This is your unseen, what you're not seeing. Okay, we're going to take all of them because they all want to jump out at you. So what you're being asked to let go of is those areas where you're requesting permission from something or somebody. We're requesting permission from your environment, and what it is when you're over supportive or you're supporting people in this way that isn't as supportive for you. So yes, being there for somebody is part of your journey, is part of your hero's journey, but there's a point where you just take it too far and you're overly extending your energy there and you're not honoring yourself. And so these are areas where you can let go and start to these areas where you want to help people, or if you're worried about somebody, you're really being told to delegate it over to your guides, delegate it over to creation, to God, whatever you want to, whatever your term is for that. Really delegate it over, because this is really about you trusting your own energy and acting faithfully on your own energy without it. You being the best to yourself and self-loving yourself. This is, I feel like Leos have been going through this all year, and this is like the ending cusp of it. It's the ending of that. And there's a lot of openness. So you're being invited to be very, very open with your environment about where you are and say, no, this is where I'm at. And be willing to change perspectives. Look at those areas where you're really getting stuck. You're really getting stuck. And also leave room for play. Don't get overset with, it's almost like you want to leave room for play when you're out and about. Not necessarily when you're at home. It's like you want to go out and find out what's going to happen when you go out, when you feel pulled in that way. So, and that's really, really going to help you because there's the solid basis of play. Oh, this is hilarious. So you have play, friction, and visibility. And so here is that pull that I feel between the play, which is that sun, that playful 6th house, that creative side, that projects, versus like being visible, shining too bright, and able to let yourself be seen. Are you able to claim your bright light and let yourself be seen fully? I can see some of you picking up some visions and some dreams when you're spending time alone, and there's this peacefulness, and really there's going to be incorporations. You're going to be weaving together unusual elements of your life and bringing them all together. You're going to find a cohesive way of bringing these together. I really see a very beautiful experience mid-month. When around the new moon, the time the new moon takes place for you. This could happen with somebody. There's going to be a renewal of energy for a relationship or a new relationship, one or the other. Some of you might even be seeing more than one person come the end of the month. So communication is really, really, really huge, as there's a lot of energy that's coming out. So we're going to go ahead and pull a full Celtic cross and look at these last two cards that we pulled earlier. And we'll probably pull some angel cards before we're all done, just to see if there's any guidance there. So there could be a change in a direction of your career, because it's this incorporation of the new and the old, the playfulness and the work, the playfulness and the inner life. There's something new that wants to be birthed on the other side of the Saturn Pluto Conjunct. Once this next new moon hits, I really feel like that's when that energy will start transitioning from that 6th house and start going into the 7th house, which is where your new moon is taking place. And that's all about relationships for you. It's all about how you are with somebody else. And because the energy looks so good there, I'm really feeling like you could really have a lover or two, or, you know, I mean, that's really a good time to really be open and let yourself be visible if you're open for love. Okay, so there's the career stuff. We're just going to let these, they're just falling out already. Yeah, and you've had some worries and some stress around career. I see that. I see worries and stress around career that have really been covering you, and you're really trying to figure out how to get some balance in that and really seek the truth that's been happening. There's been some passive-aggressive energy, and it doesn't feel very, very good at all. There you are wanting to do your play. Yeah, and there's a new pathway opening up if you follow your emotions, if you follow your heart. This is the new pathway with the career that I see. There's a new, whether you own a business or you're having in a career itself, there's a new pathway that is opening up for you. It's going to have you making a decision. There's areas where you're feeling kind of trapped, and if you're not seeing them yet, you're really going to be feeling them around the time of the Saturn Pluto Conjunct. You're going to be like, oh gosh, I really want to break free. And you're looking at really balancing this play that's been going on. But allow the completion, allow the change. It is a green light from the universe. You don't need to be seen as the aggressor at all in this situation. Whoever I'm talking to, you're going to know if it's you that I'm talking to. Remember, this is a general reading, so it may not apply for everybody, and it may apply in different ways. There's a huge, huge, huge burst of love that comes in. Huge, huge burst of love that comes in. And you've been surrendering, and you've been waiting for this potential. I mean, you got 2 aces here, 2 aces. Some of you might have this huge burst of love, and this isn't your person. Like, they're inaccessible to you. You can't, because you got the Hanged Man right here with this. And so they could be completely inaccessible to you and somebody that you can't actually be with. But there's so much pleasure and joy that is in your environment, that the environment is going to continue to offer you. And really follow your intuition through this whole process. You're really being guided through your intuition of balancing these 2 different sides, of balancing yourself out. in this process. If you're seeking balance, this is going to be a great opportunity if you spend a little bit of time going inward and doing some inward work to really find some balance as well, if you put the work in at this time. And also, I'd like to say that to not be seen as the aggressor here, you really want to follow your intuition and really allow things to come forward as they need to come forward. Yeah, really allow things to come forward. And look at the agreements that you've made, and look at, setting forth on your own, and possibly setting forth on your own, or making new agreements, because sometimes when we give ourselves to something, it might not necessarily be the most positive or the best thing for us. But when we make some of these agreements that we've made, they can actually keep us away from some of our destiny or some of the things that we need to actually work on. But there's a lot of love around you. Whew. Just a lot. That's really, really good. I'm going to pull a couple of these. Oh, yep, okay. And then let me go over here is the reunion of souls. That's again what I'm seeing mid-month is that person coming in. It didn't focus very well, though. Okay. And our last couple cards. For you guys. Put angel cards for you. Yeah, I mean, here again, in your relationships, you're looking at having a lot of harmony, tons of harmony, and feeling very, very safe. You are protected and you are guided as well. I'm also seeing you as a very naturally born leader, and very, very sensitive as well. But just to know that you're safe, your home is going to be a safe space for you through this, and that any arguments or conflicts that have been taking place are going to start to be resolved through this transition. So it might be rocky at first, but it's actually this friction is bringing you to a place. It's like two rough stones rubbing together. That friction is bringing you to a place of harmony. So, all right, Leo, I hope that helps you navigate through your January 2020. Again, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So I'll talk to you guys later.